Hi guys, today I'm gonna talk about the top 3 myths people in programming. So if you wanna get a book on how to become a developer in 2021, check the description below. So what are those 3 myths? The first one I believe is that languages are super important. Don't get me wrong, they are important once you're advanced, but that's really far away if you're just starting out. Your number one goal as a beginner is to master the fundamentals. So that means loops, if and else, functions, Boolean operators. All those things you don't even need to know how to code. You can learn with Scratch, which is a programming language for kids. That's what I always recommend people starting with, even before Python, because the language doesn't really matter at the beginning. You can pick up a new language in a couple of days if you know logic well. That's why big tech companies in the United States, they don't care when you're graduating for college or even have some years under your belt about language that much. In the interviews, you can pretty much pick any language you want. Why? Because they know logic is what matters. So this is number one myth. If you're taking a course that focuses a lot on syntax and not on logic, you're taking the wrong course. The ones I always recommend, and that's how we coach our students, is with Harvard CS50 or the MIT Introduction to Computer Science using Python, both on EDX for free. But take a course that is about logic, not about languages. Second myth is that you need to be super good at math. I know people who are making a lot of money in programming who don't know basic math. Like high school basic math. You can make a very good living with coding, and 99% of jobs will not require super advanced math. Obviously, if you're applying for like a data science position or something super advanced, you will be required to know math. That's less than 1% of the positions. Most require you to be good at logic, and logic doesn't require more than knowing how to add, multiply, division, the basic math operations you learn when you're 10 years old. So that's the second myth. The third myth is that you need to be super young. You don't need to be young. I started coding when I was 22. I was able to get good opportunities in programming. I know people who started much older. We coach people who are older than that and they've gotten jobs in coding. So it's not about how young you are, is how many hours you can put in. There are a certain number of hours you need to put in to become a programmer. Let's say, I always say it's like 360 because that's 1 hour every day for a year. If you are like a teenager, you're gonna reach that amount of hours probably faster because you have more free time available. Maybe also, not maybe, there is research that says that like when you're young, you're able to pick up languages and new topics faster. That is an aspect, but it doesn't matter. If you put in the time, you can become a coder at any age, and this is a great career because it's very technical. So if you can show you're good at that, it doesn't matter your age. If you can solve a problem, people will want to hire you. So don't be scared of like age prejudice or anything. If you can market yourself as someone who can solve a problem, and this is something I always help my students with, is to market themselves, you'll be able to get a job in programming. So don't let your age be an issue. So those are the 3 biggest myths in my opinion. Thinking that languages matter, math, thinking too much about math, and also thinking you should only be like young to get a job. So if you wanna know more about coaching, get 101 help to become a programmer, check the website www.doorscodingschool.com, and you'll be able to get more information on how we can help you become a coder this year. All right, so see you guys in the next podcast. Bye bye.